Hello everyone, my name is Alina, known as Makeup by Ella on Instagram. Today we created this beautiful smoky eye look. So if you want to learn how to achieve this look, keep on watching. Okay, so first thing first, I like to use the Pixie Glow Tonic pads to cleanse your skin before I apply any kind of primer, foundation, or anything else. Look up. So you're just gonna cleanse the entire face. Next, I'm going in with the Elcie Cosmetics Glow Enhancer. And I'm just going to use only 2 drops. That's more than enough. And apply it with the Elcie sponge, the velvet sponge. It acts as a moisturizer, hydrates the skin, also gives you a really nice sheen. I like to concentrate on the highest points of the face, on the cheekbones, bridge of the nose, and the forehead and the chin. Next, I will prep the skin with the Elcie Pearl Radiance Primer. I like to use my fingers for this because I can feel where I put the product, and the warmth of your fingers kind of like blends the product way better than the brush. And I always make sure that I go under the eyes as well. I like to primer as a primer for the concealer. Now I'm gonna wait for a few seconds till the primer sets in, and meanwhile I'm gonna primer eyes. I'm using the MAC Cosmetics Soft and Ochre Paint Pot. So you're just gonna apply this all over the eyes. And then I'm gonna go in with my finger and spread it and blend so I don't have any harsh lines. Go. And then whatever's left on your brush, I like to prime the under eyes too, because I will be smoking out the under eyes, the lower lash line. I'm using the Elcie Hydra Enhancer to hydrate the skin. This is the final step before the foundation. Close your eyes. Alright, just spray it all over the face. Next, I'm going to use the Elcie Cosmetics Micro Silk Foundation in shade Warm Ivory, and apply it all over the face, obviously. Using the velvet sponge, I'm just going to pat this and press it to the skin. For the second layer, I usually wait for about a minute or two till the first layer is dry for the foundation, and then I go in with the second layer. Because if your first layer is still wet, your foundation is just gonna keep on moving around. It won't set. Okay. Make sure you go down the jawline and the neck. I'll be using the Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte in shade medium. Look up. I like using this color to conceal the dark spots, and I'll go in with the lighter color to highlight. So you don't want to put too much of the darker color. So I'm using the tip of the sponge to really go in on the inner tear duct here, inner corner of the eyes, to blend it. And then if you have any discoloration, you would just take a little bit of this concealer and apply it. Next, I will be mixing light, medium, and light by Tarte Shape Tape Concealers to highlight. So you just want to highlight the highest parts of the face, the cheekbones, the T-zone. I'm using, I believe this is by Morphe M53 brush. I'm going to go in and blend this. Again, I'm just pressing the product into the onto the face. You're not like doing sweeping motions, just pressing it in. Right. So we're done with the highlighting. And then once I'm done with the highlight, I like to use it's a customized glow drops by Cover FX in shade Sunlight. I'm just gonna get 1 drop, mix it with the remaining concealer. I have some left on my and then you mix them together, very little amount, and then I'm just gonna go over this part to just give a little bit of cream highlight effect. You have to be very careful and fast because when it dries, you can't really blend it around. Like, you have to be super quick. Now I'm going to set the under eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm only going to use very little amount because she's more, her under eyes are pretty dry, and the more you use, the drier it's going to get. I'm using Morphe M433 brush. Alright, and I also like to set the T-zone because that's the oiliest part of the face. You always want to make sure, no matter how dry you are, you always want to make sure you put just a bit of powder in your T-zone. Alright, that's my lines. And I don't really have anything left on my brush, but whatever's left, I'm just blending it through the face, all over the face to kind of set, but I don't want her to be too powdery. Okay, next I'm going in with the Elcie medium bronzer, and I try to contour just a little bit with this shade. I'm using the same brush as I used for the under eyes, to set the under eyes. Next, I'm using the Elcie bronzer in shade Light to bronze the face. It's just a fluffy brush. I think it's their powder or blush brush. So I'm just going in the jawline, the forehead, and the cheekbones, very lightly. The product is really pigmented, so you want to go really light on the you know, the how much you pick up. And you always want to make sure you go down the neck so you don't have any harsh lines on the jaw contouring or the bronzer. And then I'm gonna go ahead and lightly contour her nose. And I'm using the light bronzer from the Elcie collection with the Morphe M441 brush. Alright, and then I go back into my translucent powder and highlight the sides of her nose. Bridge of the nose. And we're just gonna let that sit there for a few minutes. I'm using the Lorac, I believe this was their summer palette. It was a limited edition. I'm gonna mix these two colors together. So I'm gonna have her smile and very lightly apply it to the apples of her cheeks and kind of like swoop it up. I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Ambient palette. It's a finishing powder. It has the sheen in it too. You can use it as a highlight too, but it gives very little highlight. So I like to use it as a finishing powder. Apply it on her forehead. Gives a really nice glow to the entire face. And I'm using all three colors mixed. Okay, and then we can go ahead and dust off the excess powder. And we are done with the face. I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the Hydra Enhancer to set everything in. Using the Galactic Goldie highlighter to highlight her cheekbones before I move on to the eyes. And spray some Hydra Enhancer to get the brush wet a little. Just going to apply it on the cheekbone. I like to go on the brow bone and above the eyebrow. Alright, and then with the remaining, whatever's left on the brush, bridge of the nose, cupid's bow, the chin, above the eyebrows. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm using the Elcie Cosmetics Minimalist palette. And we're gonna start off with the color Blank Stars with this color. And here to set the powder, the primer, and yeah, just to set the primer. I guess to give an even color to the lids. Alright, now I go in with the tone up to create a crease for her, to let's outline the crease, I guess. So I'm just gonna go in with Elaine Badger brush. It's her blending brush. This brush is amazing for blending. Pretty fluffy though, so you wanna go with lighter colors with this brush. Alright, so whatever I'm doing on the crease, I'm also going to do on the lower lash line. So I'm taking a small brush, but this is by Morphe 506, M506. And picking up that same color, tone up from the Elcie palette. And I'm going to apply it on her lower lash line. Right, going in with the big fluffy brush. Just going to blend it to make sure it's all I did. Now going in with a smaller brush, smaller blending brush. This is by Morphe M441. I'm using Warmth. This one. And I'm gonna try to kind of darken the crease, but stay very close to the lid. I don't want to go too wide. With the same brush, I'm going into this color, and very lightly I'm going to tap this on the lid because I don't want to go too dark, but I also want that smoky effect. So very lightly, and as you apply it on the lid, you kind of want to blend it with the transitional color. Open. There we go. Alright, look up. So I'm using a Morphe 432 brush. It's an eyeliner, straight eyeliner brush. Using In Depth from the Elcie palette, I'm going to smoke out the bottom lash line. Okay, so next I'm using the Makeup Forever Aqua XL eyeliner in shade, I think it's a number, D62. Okay. I'm just going to align her waterline with this bronzy brown eyeliner. Same brush I used for her lower lash line. I'm going to pick up some black and apply it on the upper lash line to avoid any fallout, because black is really hard to get rid of. Just tap it on the upper lash line this way. Okay. I'm going to go in with my mascara. I'm using the Lash Sensational. And I'm just going to add only one coat to darken her eyelashes. So we're going to apply false lashes. Okay, I'll be using the RDW lashes from Elegant Lashes. I get these from Namie's, but you can also get it from Elegant Lashes. And I'll be using Callus Glue. Wow, your lashes are so stubborn. I'm going in with a eyeliner brush and picking up that black again from the Minimalist palette, and I conceal the lash line. I'm going to go ahead and add some individuals in between to create a wispy look. I'm using the same mascara to darken the lower lashes. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. I'm using the same concealer, the Shape Tape in Shade Light, to carve out the her eyebrows. And I'll go in with this highlight palette and add a little bit of highlight to the brow bone. With the lips, I like to use the Glow Enhancer to hydrate the lips first. I'm just going to use very little amount, especially she has very chapped and dry lips. This will help with the, it will hydrate the lips, and it also will help with the application. Okay, so for the lips, I'll be using Electra Lip Liner by MAC and the Dose of Colors No Shade Lipstick. And once I line the lips, I like to go in with the lip liner and apply it all over the lips. I feel like that way it holds the lipstick for longer than, you know, doing the lipstick alone by itself. Then I like to use my finger to kind of press the product on her lips and also even out, kind of blend all the brush strokes because I did apply it with the brush. And I like to go over with the Velvet Sponge by Elcie. Alright everyone, so this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, please comment, like, and subscribe.